How's it going, YouTube? Decode here, and welcome to episode number 4 of our SPT Hatchet to Hero series. As I say in every video, if you haven't watched the first 3 or 4 episodes prior to this point, please be sure to check those out before you check out this episode, because then you will be up to date with how we are going and how we are progressing through the series. Regardless, we have a 71% survival rating, we survived 10 raids, and we have died in 4. Hopefully, we can continue this survival streak going. Our current survival streak at this present moment in time is 7, but I have a feeling that we're going to come crashing down to reality very, very soon. So with regards to the plan of action today, we want to try and get a few of our woods runs done, or tasks done on woods. So we need to plant 2 bottles of water and 2 Iskra packs in the 2 bunkers. We're also going to try and get Tarkov Shooter Part 1 and 2 done as well. This time around, we're actually going to make sure we have ammo for our Mosin. We also need to get one more PMC USEC kill in order to get Friend from the West Part 1 done. And we've already done Search Mission, which we forgot to hand in at the end of the previous episode, so we'll go and hand that in just a second. We also have Shootout Picnic, but I know this doesn't really lead to anything, but it would be nice to open up being able to purchase, say, an armoured rig in the future. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and hand in Search Mission. It does give us a woods map and a compass, as well as the ability to buy an armor from Prapor as well. So if I go back into our inventory and then collect the bits that we have received here, 1, 2 and 3, we don't actually need either of these 2 for any sort of tasks or any hideout upgrades or anything like that. So we're just going to go ahead and sell what we can to some of the traders here. So Prapor won't take the compass back, which is fine, but I know that Peacekeeper does, so we'll sell that to him. And then when it comes to the map for woods, we'll go ahead and sell that to Therapist. But it does give us a little bit more cash, which is quite handy. Another thing that I also want to try and do during the course of this episode and future episodes is get the upgrades available for the hideout. So we want to try and grab bits for the stash upgrade realistically. So if you have a look at the stash upgrade, we need WD-40, we need a hand drill, we need nails, and we need screws. We also need 2.5 mil, but if we can try and grab the bits and bobs that we need to actually upgrade the stash, that would be very, very good and handy. I'm going to take this 25 rounds of BS ammo with us into this raid. And I'm also going to take in a 2 car med kits, because we don't have any backup meds, just so we have something to go ahead and use as obviously medication in case we do take some damage. And we're going to put the toilet paper into our rig here as well. I think we only need toothpaste now for the upgrade with regards to that. We don't have anything in our point man little fanny pack, so to speak, here, this belt that goes around our waist. So that is another thing that we need to continue to remember. We have to put more loot into our PMC, because I keep thinking, oh, we filled our backpack, we filled our rig, let's get out of the raid, when in reality we've got a few more slots available to us. But regardless, let's jump ourselves into a woods run. It'll be 3 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe nearly 4 o'clock, and see if we can get any of these tasks completed in this particular raid. Alrighty, so not too bad of a spawn in terms of what we're looking to get done. Obviously we didn't bring any water in with us, but my hope is that we can find some water to put into the bunkers as we go. Got to remember there is a spawn that can be in front of us up here for this particular area of the map in the village. But if we can try and grab some bits in the village even, and then move through the map from there, that would be quite handy. Also, we do also have the car exfil, so it's not like we have to move through the map if we get something that we want to keep hold of. But I don't really think the village has too much in the way of spawns for things for the hideout for quests. Obviously we do have scavs that can be here, players can roll through here as well, or PMCs, so we do need to keep that in mind also. But with regards to the Mosin, we're going to try and get some shots on scavs or even PMCs from 40 meters or out. because that is what we need to do in terms of the Jaeger task. I'd also like to get Shootout Picnic done. However, that's going to take a little while to do. I think we're at 6, maybe 7 kills out of the 15 required. But we don't need to worry about taking off our armour this raid, which is a big plus for us, because we did kind of struggle to get the kills. We'll take these crackers actually. We did kind of struggle to get the kills in the previous episode when that came down to it. We'll take that aid as well. But the reason we're taking the crackers is we need them for a barter for the Taco Director's office key. So if we can go ahead and grab that key fairly swiftly, we can go and get delivery from the past done, or at least part of it done. We did just hear some movement in bushes outside, so we do have to be a little wary about any sort of potential threat from outside making their way into the into this area. But 2 grenades are going to help us. I feel it's going to be very handy to have those. Pretty sure we need that drill for a hideout upgrade eventually, so we will take it for the time being. And as we are a little bit more close quarters, I'm going to whip out the MP7, because we're not going to get any 40-meter shots in this location. Just heard some footsteps behind us there. But yeah, this location, the only way we're really going to get 40-meter shots is to go ahead and go up to the kind of hill at the top over here. And that way we'll be able to kind of shoot down range into the village. If we can get up there, that would be handy, because then we can kind of look into the village and see if there's any potential for us in terms of some shots. There is actually that is a shotgun scav. At least I think it's a scav, I'm not 100% sure, but either way it is a shotgun that's being used by that particular scav or PMC. And there are a few more shots going down around us. I don't think we actually hit anything in terms of that shot with the Mosin there, unfortunately. But that is what it is. We'll just go ahead and grab basically all of the food and drink we can whilst we're here. Just loot up, and then we'll look to potentially take a few fights a little further down the line. As I said though, we're probably going to have to go up to the hill. Couldn't see where that shot came from. It's over in that direction somewhere. But I'm just gonna, as I say, continue to do a little bit of looting here before we make any sort of plan of action to try and get these 40-meter shots. We don't need that PSU for the time being, so we're going to leave it there. Not that we actually have room for it. Well, we do. We could put it in this slot now. Right, what do we want to keep out of this? The sprats we can probably eat / sell. So if we do something like this, at least those bits we can keep hold of. Is there anything underneath the bed? No. There is unfortunately nothing under the bed. There are potentials for like gold spawns and stuff underneath that bed, which is why I do generally check it whilst I'm here. We don't actually need this. What do we need this for? Workbench, crafting, and obviously some barters. We just saw someone running across the road there, and unfortunately I have now lost sight of them. Go ahead and grab this defuel. Okay, so that's Friend from the West Part 1 completed. That was the final PMC kill we required. I'm also pretty certain that was a headshot. no. Reload, quick. Don't know if we're hitting those shots at all. Obviously, we're looking to try and get over 40-meter shots. Don't actually know if I'm hitting these. But I'm going to aim for their legs because I feel like we're over 40 meters here. Obviously, standing out in the open is not the ideal situation, but I think this scav's run out of ammo. Hey, so there's one thing done for Tarkov Shooter Part 2. We'll have to check what that is in a sec. So if you go to Task, Part 2, so we have hit targets in the head from over 40 meters, and we have killed that scav over 40 meters. Lovely. So we just need to do leg shots for Part 2 now. And then we can focus on trying to get just kills in general. I want to go over to this PMC we killed, so I'm just going to swap to our MP7. There's something running down the end. Ooh, okay, we're not going to stand behind that because there's not a decent amount of cover. Okay, so we have no ammo left for our Mosin, unfortunately. Don't know if we killed that scav there. Either way, we just got absolutely blasted by the scav further down, I think, there. Unfortunately, we have run out of our Mosin ammo. So it is something that we're going to have to replenish at some point. But yeah, that scav that's a little further down took out our leg. Looks like I bought our boy's backpack was stolen. Is this a Mosin? It is. That's huge. Please have some ammo. Ammo for Mosin, please. Yeah, that'll do right there. We'll take that. We'll also take these Ray-Bans. Why not? Ooh, ibuprofen. Even though we still have a decent chunk of ibuprofen, we are going to go ahead and grab that. So I don't know what scav or person like PMC took this backpack, but there's definitely a scav that has taken this guy's backpack, unless the backpack is like melted into the floor, which it has. Okay. Honestly, I thought a scav had taken that backpack for a second because we just couldn't see it. We'll leave the Wilsons for now. So now we need to reload our Mosin. I'm not sure if it actually got any shots on the legs over 40 meters yet. We will have to check that momentarily. In fact, we'll give it a quick check now. Part 1, no, part 2. Okay, so we need one more leg shot over 40 meters, and we've done part 2. There was a scav all the way down the end, but I don't think they're there anymore. So this shotgun does have the grip that we need. So that is something that we could take, but it just doesn't seem like we're going to have the room, unfortunately. So I think for now. Okay, I don't actually know where that shot came from. It's got to be over to our right, surely. Like over this side. But I'm going to go up to the hill here and have a look down on the village rather than trying to repeat from the same angle. And we also want to check this pilgrim backpack to see if there's any other loot in there for us. So we want to try, if we can, to aim for the legs on scavs, but I can't actually see who it was that shot at us, so I'm just going to move on. I think I'm not going to sit around and try and play around the village and try and source the location of those shots. So I know for a fact if I go down there and try and do that, we'll probably end up dying through attempting to figure out what was going on. So instead, we're going to move away from that location and see what else we can find as we move through the map here. I'm pretty sure we've already got that item. Let's do this. It doesn't matter that we still have that key card on us because I am going to probably end up using that when we run whatever map it's for. When I picked it up, I thought it was for interchange. I'm still under that kind of thought process. I'm just trying to think what other maps need a key card like that. We don't actually... Oh, we do have room to take this. Not that I'm going to keep it, I don't think. I don't actually know what that mag's for. Like, it's not a mag that I've seen before. So we do need to go ahead and eat and drink something in a second. We can eat that Tushonka. We could probably drink. So if we eat the Tushonka and drink the emergency water rations. And then we'll look to proceed from there. Lovely stuff. Right, where do we want to go from here? I'm not too sure. Let's have a think about this. We could go over to Medcamp maybe, and try and see if there's any like Salewas and stuff over there. If not, we could potentially, if that's not our exfil, sorry, we can potentially go over to the outskirts side. It's not our exfil, okay. So in that case, we will go and head towards outskirts because we should hopefully have potential for the spawning of more scavs / players over in that area. And we only need one more leg shot over 40 meters. We still need, I think we still need 4 scavs in total for part 1 or part 2, whichever one it is. I can't remember which part it is now that you get them both at the same time. I'll have to check that, I think, just to make sure it is where I think it is in the progression side of things. I'm not going to keep hold of that pistol. We've done stirrup, so we don't really need it. So we've done friend from the west. We need 1 more for part 2 in the legs, and then we still need 4. That's fine. That's what I thought it was going to be, but I just wanted to double check before we kind of got hung up on it being 4. And then obviously when we get, say, 3 kills with the Mosin, it was like, yeah, you've done it, by the way. But, oh, okay. So, the thought process now is to head, as I said, over to the outskirts side of the map. See if we can grab ourselves a shot in the legs over 40 meters on a scav or a player. And then also get a kill over 40 meters on the scav 4 times. And then we'll have both Tarkov Shooter Part 1 and 2 done. And then I think the next raid, regardless, even if we do or don't get these like tasks done, will be to go to customs, because I think we'll have enough crackers, even if we have to buy one set of crackers to get the Tarkon Director's office key. So we can go ahead and do that, take that key in. There's also a task for Scorpion where we have to go into dorms and check, I think it's 5 or 6 dorm rooms to complete a quest there as well. So I think customs will definitely be the next port of call after this raid, regardless of what happens. Because one thing I want to do is I don't want to continuously run the same maps over and over again. Nope. Leave me be. That would have been such a good nade. It's a flash which we managed to avoid. Don't know if we actually killed the scav there though. Just gonna go ahead and heal my heavy bleed before we push up here. There we go, we managed to kill him, that's fine. We'll take that. We will certainly take that. Right, let's heal up. Unfortunately, I don't think I would have had time to maneuver myself into a position where I was 40 meters away. But regardless, we ended up picking up the kill. I'm intrigued to know what ammo... Anything in the Widow's wallet? There is. We could probably sell this Widow's wallet actually. Take the MRE. Take the Tarkola. We need that Iskra for a task. So if we swap those out like so and do this. What ammo did you have? That looks like PS rounds to me. It is PS rounds. It's not enough for me to contemplate taking though. If it was 2 like full mags, then I'd definitely be looking to take it. But it is not, so we will leave it be. But we do need to repack our mags here because we are completely out of ammunition. I want to try and keep hold of these M67s, so I think I'm going to put them in my backpack. So if we do have to throw a nade, we have the RGD5 rather than the M67s. Because there is a task for Prapor if we don't turn something into him, that we have to go ahead and hand these over to him. So we will go ahead and keep those in our backpack just to ensure we don't accidentally throw them. Because I know we can put this on a keybind and make sure we throw it, but I've always been in a position where I just press G for my grenades, which is obviously probably a bad habit to be in, but I always press G for my grenades, which will throw basically any random grenade that we have on us. We could have checked the sniper scav before we came through here, but we will just continue on our merry raid. So we've got 19 minutes left in the raid, so I don't think we're going to have enough time to get all of the scav kills and shots on the legs as we'd like. But if we get over to outskirts and we have the potential, like we can see some scavs, and we have the potential to at least get one of the 2 tasks completed, then that is what we'll look to do. One thing I'd love to find in like a weapon crate would be a suppressor for this MP7. And then I'm also quite looking forward to being able to use 40 round mags for this gun. Not that we necessarily would 100% need them, solely due to the fact that okay, so we're not actually replenishing any sort of energy here, so we're going to probably have to dump our bag real quick. just so we can replenish some energy. So we are quite heavy with that, so we'll see if there's anything that we can get rid of out of that bag that we don't necessarily need. And I think we'll go ahead and have a quick look now. So we probably don't need this much food and drink. We'll keep this for later. That can go. The buckwheat can go. The weapon parts can go. And then we'll do something like this. So at least this way we have taken a reasonable amount of gear and loot out of our backpack. So there are some shots going down over towards lumber. They don't sound like Sturman, however. So I'm very tempted to just go and have a quick look to see if we can get any sort of shots down range into lumber with our Mosin. Hello. Okay, we got the kill there. I'm guessing we weren't hitting legs, which is what I was trying to aim for. I'm trying to back up to make sure we're the right distance away here. We want to try and use this tree if we can. I'm guessing... Do we not have any ammo left? We don't. Damn. That's slightly frustrating. So that does mean we're not going to end up getting the kills required. But I want to try and get a different position on this scav / player. So we just drop our bag real quick. Oh, there's two over here now. Is there two? Or is it the same? Might just be the same one. That may have gone too far. It has. Lovely. We will take that. Unfortunately, though, oh, there was two different people over here. Okay, that's interesting. Replenishes our nades. Take two. Did we kill two people at the same place? Is that what just happened? Take the morphine. Take the USD. Take the suppressor as well. What key's this? Oh, it's the Oddie Office Admin key. Every time I see that shaped key, I'm like, oh, we've just found the key for, whatchamacallit, Ollie Logistics. But obviously, that never seems to be the case. Now I've got to remember where I dropped my backpack. Was it over here somewhere? Where did I drop my bag? What the hell? Oh, didn't mean to bring that up. I am so confused right now. Where did I drop my bag? found it. Thought this was a dead body for a second. I was like, is that? But nope, it is our backpack. Okay, so unfortunately, neither of those, that player or scav had a Mosin on them, which would have been ideal for us because we would have had more ammo to try and use over by outskirts. But I'm quite glad that we got Friend from the West Part 1 done. That's kind of like something that I would have aimed to try and get done like quite quickly in this series anyway. So being able to get that done this raid is very handy. So it does unlock the Peacekeeper quests if I'm not mistaken. So we can start looking into trying to do those. I've just realised I haven't accepted any daily tasks at the start of this episode, but I can't actually remember whether or not this is the set, like I'm recording this the same day as the last episode or within the same time frame. So I guess we can double check. I'm pretty sure when we handed in the task of Prapor, we didn't have any like quests available to take. So I'm almost certain that we are recording this within the same 24-hour time period. Did we reload? We did, okay. Would have been a little bit upset with myself if I hadn't have reloaded. Let's just make sure we get our healing down. And I was going to go, let's put a keybind onto our heavy bleed, but not out in the open. We do not want that side of things to hinder us in terms of getting out of this raid. So we almost got done by that on, I can't remember what map it was, but we stood out in the open trying to, I think it was do keybinds or sort out our stash, our backpack even, or something like that, and we almost lost our life from it. So I won't be doing that again in a hurry. But yeah, this was the spot I was going to sit at and see if there's any scavs down here when they rolled through. But obviously, unfortunately, we don't have any Mosin ammo to our name to actually sit here and properly have a look. Doesn't look like we would have been lucky enough to get... Oh no, we have got a scav here. Probably shouldn't have shot there if I'm honest. That might have been a bad decision. But let's quickly just move away from this location in that area. Obviously the MP7 isn't quite the weapon to try and get some range kills realistically. But I've brought it in as like a secondary weapon just so we have something that is fully automatic and available for us at close quarters. So the last thing I want to do is get into a fight up close and personal like we did in episode number 2 with a player. Especially if the player's got a fully auto and we're trying to Mosin them. We did whip our shot on them, I'm going to be honest, but that's beside the point. And I feel, for whatever reason, in this particular, like in some of my mods, some scavs and players just seem to tank headshots. Either that, or my Mosin just isn't actually on their head when I think it is. But I can't remember if were we using a Mosin at that point, or did we have a VPO? Honestly, I can't remember. I might have been getting this series mixed up with our initial start to the Hatchet to Hero run on the live servers, and I just heard a shot as we extracted there, so we're quite lucky because I think there was someone else rolling through that area. But we ended up killing 2 USECs and a bear, and we didn't take this dog tag. So I can't actually remember whereabouts this particular USEC was, but we'll take the kill nevertheless. Just apply the very low amount of healing we have to do there. But a lovely successful raid regardless of what happened. We got obviously an Iskra that we need to plant in woods. We can buy the water bottles, we just need to find another Iskra before I properly try and get that task done. So what I want to do here is I need to use the sorting table to do this, to then put this pilgrim in there, to then put this out here, to then put this back in the pilgrim, and do something like this. So unfortunately, both of our pilgrims aren't found in raid. We need to find a found in raid pilgrim in order to get the item we need for a ragman task. What do we need this for? We need it for booze. We'll sell it for now. We're not on booze right now. Do we want to take... We'll take the milk in, and we'll take something for energy if I have anything to spare. Sell that. We can sell that dog tag. The ibuprofen unfortunately can't go in the med pouch. We'll just put it here. We'll sell the hawk. We'll keep hold of this. We'll sell the Willer's wallet. We'll keep hold of the 2 M67s. The Oddie office key we'll keep as well. The Tarcola we'll keep. This AK-12 mag we can probably just sell. Sell this dog tag. We'll take these 2 nades in with us. We'll take another car medkit into this raid with us as well. So first and foremost, I'm just going to sell a few bits to Jaeger here. And then if we go to Peacekeeper even, we can sell this suppressor to him. If we go to Therapist, we can sell the dog tags and the Hawk gunpowder. So let's just go ahead and turn in Friend from West Part 1. Which does give us Friend from West Part 2, which we need to hand over $5,000. We're at 3,900 currently. And I think we have some dollars that we can chuck in here as well, which puts us just over 4. So we're very close to being able to turn that in, which is really, really nice to be fair. But I think the next run we are going to do, we are going to go ahead and take this AK in with us. Meaning we can get rid of those. This headset can go up here and this Mosin can go down here. We need these raid benches eventually, and let's just grab the if I can find there. I was about to say, if I can find them, we'll grab the mags to take this AK into customs with us. So we'll go ahead and take 2 stacks of PRS ammo. We've got 3 mags. We could probably take this AK-12 mag in actually as another spare and just throw it in as the first mag in there. I don't know if we've got any suppressors that will go onto... Oh, we do. We'll put that suppressor on that AK then, just to make it a little bit more beneficial for us to maneuver around the map. And we do want to chuck PRS into that mag too. We've got our meds, we've got our grenades, we've got a little bit of hydration. I think this also gives us energy, right? Yes, this gives us energy. We're going to use that before we go into the raid actually. Just so we can get a little bit of energy on us before we go in. The squash we want to keep hold of. The sausage we need to keep hold of. The crackers we need to use actually for a therapist barter for this key. So we need 2 more crackers. I think did I sell the crackers I got in that raid? I'm not sure. But regardless, we'll buy the 2 crackers we need and get the Tarkon Director's office key. We don't... Do we have this quest? We do have that quest, but we don't have enough pile of meds. And the pile of meds are cricket and matches, so we don't have that either. That's fine. So in that case, we'll take the Tarkon Director's office key in. Can I open this? Okay, so the keyring can stash a fair amount of keys. So I think we'll buy one of these just so we can chuck some keys in there. Especially if we find keys during the course of the raid as well. And then if we take the ibuprofen out, because we have the Vaseline, we have the morphine, and we'll put the keyring in. And at least this way we'll be able to store any keys that we do find over the course of the raid. So on customs, we need to go to 115, 206, 212, 310, 213. All in 3-story bar 213 and 4-story, 2-story. We need to grab the item for delivery from the past. And I think, obviously we need to go into the water room, but we need the key for that as well. So I think we're just going to focus on getting the task done. Oh, there's the crackers. We didn't need to buy anymore. That's fine. We'll sell those. We'll sell the milk. The drill will probably sell as well for the time being. We'll do something like this. So we'll sell those 3 bits and the drill to Therapist. In fact, we can sell these 3 to Jaeger. And then the Therapist can take the drill for now. But yeah, we're going to take off the... take out the ibuprofen just so we have a little bit more room in our pouch. And I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure we have a spare fully available CMS, meaning we can use the other one as like the first point of call. But we're going to go into customs. We're going to do the Scorpion task, which is hotline follow-up, and then we're also going to go ahead and do the delivery from the past task. Once we get out that raid, we'll see how much it's going to cost us to get all of the dollars we need from Framford West Part 2. So I'm pretty sure that is when we will go ahead and unlock the Peacekeeper tasks. Because right now they're currently locked. So I think once we do Framford West Part 2, we should then also be able to start doing Peacekeeper. I think that is correct. When it comes to these rewards, oh yeah, I completely forgot we've got a roller out of that. So we'll take that, we've got $700 as well, so that actually puts us a lot closer to getting that done. We do have 2 ADARs, we just do not have the room for the ADARs right now, so we do need to kind of think about potentially picking up a few more storage rigs, just so we can start storing a few more bits in them, because right now there's a lot of space here that could be condensed into like other storage rigs. We could also look to potentially get some more like containers, like the small like scab junk box container would be ideal. But regardless, let's jump into a customs run. We're going to go ahead at 8 o'clock in the morning or half 8 in the morning, get this run underway, get these 2 tasks completed, and get on out of the raid. Alrighty, so raid number 1 on customs. Let's see if we can get something going for ourselves here. So we need to go to dorms, we need to get across to the other side of the map anyway, but first and foremost I'm going to loot this building here, because there is the potential of getting some nice tech spawn, some gold spawns as well, and maybe even some other bits and bobs that would be handy for us. I'm pretty sure we also still need 1 Salewa for sure. I know we don't need 1 Salewa. If we needed a Salewa, we wouldn't be on the Operation Aquarius tasks and the one with the gas analyzers too. Excuse me. I do apologise about that. I said this in the last episode, it's always when I am recording a video that my voice is just like, you need to clear your throat, you need to do it now. We need those nails for the hideout upgrade. But yeah, no, it's just, it seems to always be whenever I'm recording that my my throat kind of just goes, do you want to go ahead and clear us? Okay, we're not going to take that. I don't know if that ammo is any good, but the mag's a little bit too big for my liking at this present moment in time. We do have a rat cola which will allow us to replenish our hydration as well as a little bit of energy, so that'll be fairly helpful for us. Do we need this? I can't remember. Oh yeah, we need it for water collector, so we'll take it. Did I check this one when I came in? I did, yeah, cool. Right, so that's this side. Unfortunately, no GPUs from the computers. I've had some reasonably good luck from those computers in the past, so I do like to check them when I'm around this area. Some more apple juice, so we'll take that for some hydration purposes too. Vaz car key, pretty sure that is not a key that we need to keep hold of. So just go ahead and pop that back. That hot rod would be nice for energy too. So in this room we have found a fair few rollers on the mannequin's wrist before. I've also found stuff. Do you have a Mosin? You do. We'll take your ammo. It's almost like that scout was hunting me down. I was like, come here, boy! I smell you! Don't need any of this. We'll probably drink this juice. What key is this? Dorm room 108. I don't think we need that key. I don't think it's a key that is required. Obviously, it doesn't have any of the coloured check marks on it, so we don't necessarily need that key. I'm just trying to think, is it a key that will have anything in the room? I don't think so, but it is a 3-story key. But we don't need it for this task, so we will just drop it. I keep pressing that button when I try and tab back out. So we still have 25 rounds in the mag. I will probably go ahead and reload it, however, just to be on the safer side of things. Doesn't look like there's a sniper scav up there. But I do want to go and check this jacket. Just saw movement over by that fence. Bruh, you weren't there a second ago. Eat my nade. No key, but we'll take the car med kit. Don't know where that person has gone. We may have ended up killing them with a nade, I'm not sure. But I'm not sticking around to find out. We are going to move up a little bit further through the map. So that was a scary situation. So I honestly thought they hadn't seen us and I thought they had dipped. So I was like, oh yeah, we'll be fine to go to this car now. Headshot.
Пацаны сейчас накроют нас!
It's Rashulu and the boys.
Как бы коней не двинуть, сука! Ну-ка за мной!
Oh, bad nade.
Забились все в угол!
Bro, my ammo's doing nothing. There is a... I'm guessing it's a player. Behind us too here. I was literally about to say as well, we haven't seen any scav bosses so far this series. We have now. We have absolutely annihilated one of those guards though. It's just the PRS ammo isn't ideal for like puncturing through things. but we have a bit of time just to try and pack mags, reassess the situation, and obviously take on the fight in a little bit of a different light. We are out of nades though, which is not ideal, and we need to be concerned about this potential player behind us.
А вот тут друган мой бывал точно. Ты чё базаришь?
Didn't mean to close that.
Чики-брики! Кидаю гранату!
No, leave me alone. This is probably the toughest fight we've had so far. Let me use my morphine. So we killed the threat from behind, which was just a scav. But we still obviously have the threat of Rashala and his boys inside. Hello? Oh, what a nade. Oh, what a nade. Oh, that's so unfortunate. We managed to kill, I think, maybe 2 guards. I think the first person we dropped was a guard. No, we dropped Rashala. Oh, the headshot was Rashala. I didn't realise. We dropped Rashala and we dropped 2 guards. Oh, that's unfortunate. But that was our first boss encounter. We didn't really have the right weapon. I'm going to be honest. Well, we had an okay weapon. We were just kind of fumbling keybinds. And at the same time, we just didn't really have the ammo to penetrate the armor they were wearing. I'm pretty sure the last boss guard that we killed had a Thor armor on, or something similar to the Thor armor. So yeah, that wasn't quite what I expected to happen in that run, unfortunately. It does build, it does leave in I don't know what I'm trying to say. It does leave a bit more room in our stash though. So it does open up a little bit more room for us, which is quite nice. But it now does mean that we have to think about what we are going to run in the next raid, because we don't have any armors currently. Obviously, we can buy the armor from Prapor now. We can buy this armor. So we do have that armor available to us. We obviously have the Barter, but we don't have a Raven. We have Packers, but I don't really want to be using Packers if I can help it. What do we have on fence, if anything? Armor-wise. Nothing really that we want to be using, if I'm honest. Just want to have a look at how big this utility belt is. It's not bad, but it doesn't have like a slot where we can chuck a 4 square item. Just see if he's got anything else on a refresh. Okay, nothing really else on a refresh. So I think in that case we'll grab this from Prapor, and I think we're going to go in with the old trusty MP7. We do need a rig, but I'm not really too fussed about taking a backpack in this raid. but we do need a rig. So Ragman. Do we want to get a chick-on rig, or do we get something like that? I think we get the TV rig. I think the TV rig's the way that we want to go in this run. So we can put our 2 mags and a car med kit in. We can also go down to our med pouch and grab a heavy bleed item. We will take in this stack of ibuprofen as painkillers, and we will also take in an IFAC as a spare backup med, meaning that we can move some single slot med items into our med pouch now, if I do have any more, that is. I don't know if I do. No, I think that's all of our single slot, apart from this analgin, which we'll just sell actually to therapists. We're not going to be using this anytime soon, so we'll sell that. But this is going to be our loadout for the next run, something like this. And then obviously we've got the IFAC, which will slot on 7 for now. Let's go ahead and just chuck this ammo in here, filter by item, and we can purchase, let's say 120. That'll be 2 stacks of 60, even though I think they do come in 70 stacks if I'm not mistaken. But it's a fair amount of spare ammo for us. We still have the key for the Tarcone Director's office. We were just slightly unfortunate there that we ran into Rashala. Didn't really, I haven't fought him too much at New Gas in live servers to know the best way to approach that from that side. I've approached it from like opposite sides before, so like a different way to go into a different like area and different direction to come into New Gas. So I know how to fight him from the opposite side. But from that side, I've never had to really worry about him, so it is something that I need to learn, but at the same time, it was a good fight. We were just really unfortunate to not make it through. But let's jump back into customs here. Let's try and get those 2 tasks done in this particular raid. If Rashada's up again, we will be taking that fight, because it'll be nice to get, obviously, the kills on his guards, the kills on Rashala, potentially get his golden TT early on so we can keep hold of that as well. But let's just jump into a customs run and get this ball rolling. Alrighty, so second attempt at this particular run. We do actually need to go back that way, but I feel like if we go to dorms first, do these rooms for Scorpion, and then come back over, get the Tarcone Director's office open, get the package we need for delivery from the pass, and then come back in through this side of the map. I think that's probably our best opportunity here. So we do have a full mag. Obviously we have a decent spawn to get into dorms as well, but there's always the possibility that Rashulu can be here as well. There are a few shots on the opposite side to us over towards New Gas. Was not expecting the 2 scavs to kind of roll out like that, not gonna lie. Just gonna check through the rest of dorms here, and then we'll check these scavs and move on. This guy had a scav backpack, so we can take that. Has a 4 armor, but I'm pretty sure we absolutely shredded through that, so we'll just leave that on the scav. Has PS rounds, so that might be worth us actually taking this time, because it should be, it doesn't have SMG rounds. They look like PS rounds to begin with. Don't need these croutons, excuse me, but we will keep the UV lamp. PPSH, not really too interested in taking that if I'm honest. We will take that S March though. We will take the 5,000 rubles. Don't actually know if that folding car key is any good. Like, it's not a key that I've seen very often. Let me just check what we need to look at actually in here before we go upstairs. So tasks, we need 115, which is on this floor, and then 206 and 212, and then 310. Okay. So we need to find 115, and then we'll worry about going upstairs and doing the other two rooms. But there is a lot of shooting going on across the map here. It sounds like it could be coming from the stronghold side. But yeah, the main reason I kind of panicked in the situation we're just in is I was not expecting to be greeted by two scavs like that. 114, 115. So the ones upstairs are 206 and 212, and then 310. 206, 212, 310. Pretty sure I'm hearing some movement up here. Don't think this door spawns open. The answer is it doesn't. We've literally just gone to everything we've seen so far this raid. Take that. Pineapple juice. Oh, that grenade's going to be quite handy, I feel like. Do this. That can come down here. Okay, so 206 and 212 is what we're looking for now. 216, 217. So that's probably 215. 13, 210. So that's 212. And then we need to go to 206. It's 209. 208. So this has got to be 206 in here. Don't need to go in, it's just recorded it, and I think it was 310 upstairs. We'll check up there in a second to see if there's any meds, which there isn't. So 310 is going to be further down here. Where did I just hear that? Hello? It wasn't outside, so it wasn't on metal. I swear I checked that room. Regardless, we'll take the kill. Anything in your wallet? Nope. You need that herring for the hedonic barter. 220. What do we need 220 for? Chemical part 1. Yoink. We might have that key already, I'm not sure. But we'll take it anyway. Right, 310 is what we need. So 309, 3011, 313. What? Was it 310? It was 310. So what room is 310 then? That's 311. That doesn't have a number, that's 309. That's 313. It's got to be up here then, okay. Would have made more sense if it was down by the other, like 309, 311 in my opinion. But regardless, we've done everything on this side of dorms. Just need to go to the other side of dorms. Do whatever room it is over there. I can't remember what room it is off the top of my head now. Then we can go back to the director's office to grab the folder from in there for delivery from the past. And then we might even pop the SJ6 to get back across the map and get to our exfil. But whilst we are here and whilst we have the ability to do so, let's just have a quick look. So 213 is what we need. So we need to go upstairs to 213 in 2-story. We could always check room 206 whilst we're there, I suppose. See if anyone's gone ahead and unlocked the room whilst we've been exploring over here. Highly doubtful, but you never know. No, okay. 204. So it's the other end. 211. 212. This 213? Yeah. Lovely. So that is that task done. So now we need to go back over the other side of the map and grab this folder for delivery from the past. Like, we could just leave the folder on exfil with this task completed, but if we can at least get part 1 of delivery from the past done, ready for a raid in factory, then we'll go ahead and do so. But once we've got the folder, we'll probably pop the SJ6 just to get back across the map. Solely because we're at what? We're only at 30 minutes, so it's not the end of the world, but if we end up getting into some fights and getting some loot out of, say, scavs or PMCs over this side of the map, then we may need the SJ6 just to be able to move a little bit smoother. We do have a full mag, so we don't need to worry about ammo here. Is that a... No, okay, I thought that pile of rocks was a dead body then. Turns out it wasn't, but one thing I am going to do is just pop an ibuprofen before we head over to the other side of the map. Please don't hit me. Thank you. So obviously I wouldn't mind engaging the scav there, but we don't really need to worry too much about it. But obviously they could still be there when we come back across, but we'll worry about that when we get to it. We don't really have the range on this weapon to engage in that sort of combat. And we sort of had the like the flanking position on the scav in like the path and we've done to get to this point. But I just feel it's going to be a little bit more beneficial for us just to leave the scav alone. I'll grab the item we came for first. Like, we don't have a huge amount of loot on us, which is kind of working in our benefit at the moment. But at the same time, if we go in here and we do find a decent amount of loot, then we will probably need that SJ6 just to replenish our stamina. This been opened? It hasn't been opened. Okay. But the main reason I popped the ibuprofen on the cross there is there's normally scavs in the location that scav was sat. So I didn't... Oh, we need those vitamins. So I didn't want to get hit by a scav on crossing and then end up taking like unnecessary damage. I keep looking at this and I keep thinking it's the Ollie Logistics key. But I've got to remember, if it's a key like this and it's grey when we pick it up, that is when we can get a bit excited and potentially go, oh, we've got the Ollie Logistics key. But for now, we haven't been that lucky. Alrighty, so currently I've not seen or heard any activity here. So I'm hoping we're just free to unlock this without being shot in the back. Go and grab the item, and then we can loot the rest of the area in here. There's a toolkit over there, which we will eventually need for mechanics task, which is to repair the two terminals. I can't remember exactly what they called it in the game, but the two terminals in the factory. And I'm kind of wanting to tie that in with delivery from the past, but that all depends on, we need that toothpaste, it all depends on, what am I trying to say? That all depends on the gunsmith, which I find is easier for us to do if we have the flea market. I was about to say, what are the odds that we find a GPU here? The odds are pretty high. Let's drop the knuckle and take the SJ6, the printed circuit board. I was about to say the SJ6 because I had my eye on it when I was putting the GPU into the container. But this is our second GPU that we have found. But this time, I would like to actually get out of the raid with it, if at all possible. So I'm just trying to think which is the best exfil for us to try and get to now. So we have 101, 102. Also we've got 103, but we need factory key for that. We don't have the factory key. I guess we go through this side of the map, and we can see if old gas is open as well. And then if old gas is open, we take that. If not, we see if 102 is open. If not, we go and take 101. I think that is definitely the way that we're going to look to proceed here. There's a scav down there. Okay, he did die. I thought he had kind of proned, but seems like the scav did just flop. Is that a sniper scav? Oh, that is sniper scav. There we go. Got sniper scav. Don't need to worry about him now. Now my main concern is to running into the goons or a Shala as we pass through this area, which would not be ideal. I can't remember. This kind of acts as another secure container, right? The assault belt. So theoretically, we could put the CMS in here and the GPU in here, but we're not going to. Is that the shooting patterns of the guards? Or is that just a normal shooting pattern? I can't tell. We are just going to have to risk it, I think. I'm going to go this way. And hope for the best. Please no goons. I'll cry because that'll be Rashala one raid, goons the next. Now that we have the GPU on us and we have the two tasks ready for completion, well, I say ready for completion, we have got one task ready for completion and one task ready for us to run a factory raid. Even if Rashala / the goons was up, I would not be entertaining that fight. Is it in here? Can't remember. It is that bush I just walked through. Okay, so I can't remember exactly where that stash normally is, but we walked through the area or the bush and we didn't get any prompts, so hasn't spawned there. Neither's that stash. Okay, so fingers crossed we have some green smoke here. If you have green smoke, we are out of this raid. Green smoke me? I don't see any. Okay. We've now got a gamble on 102 being open in that case. So we don't have... Oh, we do not have any hydration. Let's go ahead and pop the Tarcola. Glad I checked that. Obviously, taking the ibuprofen does take down your hydration quite a bit. So I'm glad I checked whether we had hydration there. Not that we couldn't heal through the dehydration, but it's something that I would prefer not to have to worry about. Actually, the smoke is supposed to be up. It's just black, which is why I couldn't see it. Not this time, Scabby boy. Not this time. Not gonna lie, that was scary though. Coming around that corner. He had 2 wallets on him with no actual money in them. What a Chad. I was about to say, please be a mag for the ADAR. Not ammo that we want to be taking. Open sesame. Can I take this? I can. Don't have space for that apparently. Let's put this here, that down here, and take this. And then let's get out of this run. Lovely stuff. We are out of here. That is a good way, or one way, for us to come back after a pretty unfortunate death trying to face Rashada and the boys. But hotline follow-up is now completed. So we can reap the rewards of that. And then we can also prepare ourselves to go into factory to try and get delivery from the past done, but that will probably be done in the next episode, if I'm honest. I'm trying to limit the episodes to like 3 to 4 raids an episode, depending on how the raids go. Depends on obviously how many raids we'll have per episode. But let's go ahead and just hand in this, which gives us fuel and a Corund armor. And then we need to eliminate targets on the shoreline, but right now we're waiting to have the peacekeeper tasks on the shoreline. We can probably finish Friend from West Part 2 as well. We just need to buy some more dollars, which we'll do in a second. But let's just go to our messenger here. Why is this red? Oh, it's red because there's no armor on it. That would make sense. In that case, can we just sell it to Ragman? We can. I'm not going to be wearing an armor with no armored plates. What do you think you're doing, Scorpion? Trying to troll me with a decent armor with no armor plates? I don't think so. Right, let's go ahead and buy. So how many dollars do we need? We need 118, I think, if my maths is correct. It is indeed. So let's go ahead and hand those dollars into Skier, which now opens up the Peacekeeper tasks, which do start on shoreline, so it does mean we can also do this Scorpion task as well, and it gives us another map in our map pool to go ahead and actually try to, let's put that in there, try to run a little bit more. Do we have anything we can put that on? We don't, but it can be put up there. Vitamins can go down here, the toothpaste can go down here. So the lavatory is now ready to be upgraded. I'm pretty sure we have that key already. Don't need the cricket. We do need this, I think, for gunsmith eventually. The fuel can actually go into our into the hideout. So let's sell that key and that cricket real quick. We don't need them right now. Let's go to the hideout and go ahead and install I think it was the lavatory that we now have ready to install. It certainly is. So let's go ahead and construct this. So we have a few things we can make there. Obviously the stash is one of the big things we want to try and upgrade, and I just remembered we want to go and pop the fuel in here for the time being as well. This Widow's wallet we'll just quickly sell to Therapist, like so. That can go down here. So we do have our first GPU kind of saved, so to speak. But one thing we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and rock the Vepper Hunter in the shoreline run we're going to be going on. Let's also grab the gear we need from Peacekeeper, which is these two. We don't need the keyring because we are not going to a map that has any keys that we have. Well, we have a key, but we're not going to be going in for that particular reason. And let's just go ahead and put on the magazines for the VPO. But one thing I am going to do before I leave this particular video is I'm going to go ahead and put this into our stash, into the hideout. Because the last thing I want to do is run a shoreline run with that in my in-raid inventory, end up dying for whatever reason and losing it. So I'd rather have it in our like secure area container, whatever. And I know we don't have the greatest ammo right here for this particular weapon. However, I do want to go ahead and use it. I don't think I'm going to be able to grab these 10-round mags yet. That's fine. We're just lucky to have the 10-round mags in general. Put some backup ammo in there. We'll chuck one of those in there. Do this. Pop that in there. And I think we are pretty much ready to go when we start the next episode. So that is going to do it for this particular episode, guys. I hope you did enjoy the content. We did run into Rashala for the first time, and unfortunately him and his goons did end up dropping us for a longest survival streak of 8 so far. That fight was a little bit hindered because we had a little bit of a nice spot behind the car, and then we had the scav push us from behind. So it did kind of hinder us a little bit, but I just don't think we're going to be able to get through, I think, the Alton that one of the guards was wearing, and also the armor with the ammo that we are using. So we'll just have to go ahead and get those kills next time around. But regardless, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like button and subscribe to the channel for more Tarkov SPT content and also gaming content in general. I am looking to upload other games to the channel in the very near future as well. I'm a big person into sports games. I've been watching a bit of MLB, so I might end up getting MLB to play like Road to the Show. I'm a big NFL fan. I can't remember when the last Madden came out, but I'm tempted to get that to do like a My Career mode, maybe some Ultimate Team as well. There's a bunch of games I'm just thinking of picking up and uploading onto the channel. Obviously you've got Grey Zone Warfare, you've got Arena Breakout Infinite coming out as well, so there's a couple more extraction style shooters. So overall, there are plenty of games that I'm looking to potentially upload onto the channel in the very near future. Also guys, if you want to check out my live streams, there'll be a link to my TikTok and my Twitch in the description down below. I'll be looking to live stream again very soon. I keep saying this, but I'm having a change in my personal life as of Tuesday, so the day the previous episode went up, the 7th of May. I've got a bit of a change in my personal life coming in then, so it should give me a bit more time to be able to stream, a bit more time to actually be able to make content and all that kind of good stuff. And one last thing, if you're into trading card games, especially Yu-Gi-Oh! Or any trading card game in general, be sure to check out the TCG channel. Again, there is a link to that in the description down below. I'll be uploading a lot of content over there in the near future as well. So I'll be doing content on 2 different channels, which I'm really looking forward to doing. But regardless guys, I appreciate you tuning into this particular video, and I'll see you in the next one.